Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today, we're going to be diving into something that feels like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie.
It really does.
AI being used to predict career success,
Yeah.
and all based on facial analysis.
Really is.
It's AI scanning your face, and it's going to reveal your future job prospects.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
I know. So we'll be using excerpts from an article called AI Career Success Predictions to help guide our discussion today.
Okay, that's good.
So are you ready to unpack how this tech works and its potential impact?
Let's do it.
All right, let's dive in. So I gotta say, this whole idea of AI predicting things like what rank you achieved in school,
Right.
your potential future salary, even how high you'll climb the career ladder, all just from a facial image, it's kind of mind-blowing.
I know, it really is mind-blowing how AI can, extract so much information
Right.
from just a facial image. It's becoming surprisingly accurate.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
You're telling me that AI can tell all that just by looking at my face?
Yeah.
How,
That's what they're saying.
how does that even work? This is like some fortune teller crystal ball stuff.
It's not magic,
Okay.
though it kind of feels like it.
Yeah.
The article explains that these AI systems use a type of machine learning. It's called deep learning.
Okay.
So imagine, artificial neural networks sifting through
Wow.
massive data sets of facial images and then cross-referencing them with career outcomes.
Okay.
So they're learning to spot patterns and correlations between, everything from the distance between your eyes to those micro expressions that you make when you answer questions.
So it's almost like they're creating this super detailed digital map of your face and then using that to build a mathematical model of your personality and your potential.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
That's fascinating and a little bit unnerving, don't you think?
It is a little bit unnerving, but also the results are pretty impressive.
Okay, so what kind of results are we talking about here?
So the article mentions that companies that have started incorporating AI into recruitment have seen a 12% boost in employee retention rates.
12%.
Yeah.
That's huge. What's the reason for that kind of increase? Is it just that the AI is helping companies find better candidates?
It's likely a combination of factors.
Okay.
So AI could be helping companies identify candidates that are a better fit for the role.
Yeah.
Not just in terms of skills, but also in terms of personality and cultural fit.
Right.
So a good match means happier employees and less turnover.
That makes sense.
Plus, think about the potential for individuals to receive personalized career recommendations
Oh, wow.
based on an AI-powered assessment.
Yeah.
That could be a game changer.
Like having a digital career counselor,
Exactly.
guiding you toward a path that aligns with your predicted strengths and talents.
I know, it's pretty neat.
So, okay, we're seeing potential upsides for both companies and individuals. It could lead to better hiring decisions, increased job satisfaction, and maybe even help people discover careers that they may have never even considered before.
Right.
But let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
How does this facial analysis technology actually work? It still feels a bit like science fiction to me.
Okay, well, let's break it down.
Okay.
The article details a few key steps. So, first, the AI model identifies and maps out the key features of your face.
Uh-huh.
Things like your jawline, your cheekbones, the contours of your eyes, all the unique characteristics that make you,
So it's like AI is creating a topographical map of my face.
exactly.
Okay.
And it goes even further.
Oh.
Some systems analyze facial movements, like in videos,
Okay.
picking up on microexpressions, subtle twitches, and those tiny cues that might reveal something about your underlying personality.
So AI is learning to read our faces like a poker player reads their opponents.
Exactly.
Incredible and a little creepy.
It's a little bit of both.
But where does the personality analysis come in? How do we get from mapping my face to predicting my career success?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
So these facial features and movements are fed into complex machine learning models, models that have been trained on vast data sets.
Okay.
And they've learned to correlate specific facial characteristics with personality traits.
So they're teaching AI to connect the dots between our physical features and our inner selves.
Yes, and there's actually a scientific basis for this.
Oh, okay.
Studies have found correlations between certain facial features and the big five personality traits.
Really?
Yeah, and the article mentions correlation coefficients between 0.37 and 0.42 between AI predictions and actual personality scales.
Wow. So there is some scientific evidence to back up this technology.
There is.
I have to admit, though, I'm still grappling with the implications of all of this.
Yeah.
We've talked about some of the potential benefits, but what about the broader impact on the labor market as a whole? Could this technology actually change the way we work?
That's a great question, and one that we'll delve into further in the next part of our deep dive.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Yeah, me too. Welcome back.
Hey, glad to be back. So last time we were talking about how AI is being used to predict career success based on facial analysis.
Yeah.
And we touched on some of the potential benefits for both companies and individuals.
Right.
But now I really want to explore the bigger picture. Like, how could this tech reshape the labor market and the future of work?
Well, that's a question that a lot of people are thinking about.
For sure.
It's complex.
Yeah.
You've got proponents arguing that AI will revolutionize recruitment, leading to more efficiency and streamlining the process for companies.
Okay.
And they point to companies that are already using AI to sift through resumes and identify promising candidates,
Right.
which could potentially save recruiters a lot of time and effort.
I can see how that would be appealing, especially in today's job market, but is
Yeah.
it really just about efficiency? Or could AI also help companies actually find better candidates, people who are truly a good fit for the role in the company culture?
Absolutely. AI could potentially do a much better job of matching people with jobs that align with their skills, interests, and personalities.
Okay, so walk me through this.
Sure, so imagine AI analyzing your resume, your online profiles, even your social media activity,
Wow.
to create this detailed picture of your strengths and aspirations.
So it's like AI is acting as like a super-powered matchmaker,
Exactly.
connecting people with jobs that they may not have even known existed.
I know.
That's a pretty compelling vision.
It is.
Think about all those people who graduate from college feeling lost and uncertain about their career path. AI could provide them with valuable insights and guidance.
Yeah. Or people who are stuck in dead-end jobs and feel like they have no options. AI could open up a world of possibilities for them.
That's a really empowering thought, but let's flip the coin for a second.
Okay.
What about the potential downsides of AI in the workplace? What are some of the concerns that people have raised?
Well, one of the biggest concerns is the potential for AI to perpetuate existing inequalities in the workforce.
Okay, how so?
If the data used to train these AI systems reflects existing societal biases,
Yeah.
then those biases could be baked into the algorithms,
Enough here.
amplified in the hiring process.
So even though AI might seem objective on the surface, it could actually be reinforcing those very biases that we're trying to eliminate.
Exactly. Imagine a scenario where AI is used to screen job applicants for leadership positions.
Okay.
And the algorithm inadvertently favors certain personality traits that are more commonly associated with men.
Right.
This could lead to fewer women being selected for those roles, even if they are highly qualified.
It seems like we need to be really careful about how we design and implement these AI systems to make sure that they don't inadvertently discriminate against certain groups.
Absolutely. Transparency and accountability are crucial.
So it's not just about the technology itself. It's about the ethical framework that surrounds it.
Yes.
We need to have open and honest conversations about the potential risks and benefits of AI in the workplace. And then we have to develop clear guidelines and regulations to ensure that it's used responsibly.
I couldn't agree more. We also need to empower individuals to understand how these algorithms work and how they might be impacting their lives.
Right. Knowledge is power, but let's not forget about the impact AI could have on the jobs themselves.
Sure.
We keep hearing about AI taking over jobs. Is that a legitimate concern in this case?
It's definitely something to consider. Some experts predict that AI will lead to significant job displacement as machines become capable of performing tasks that were previously done by humans.
And what about the specific roles involved in recruitment and HR?
Yeah.
Could AI eventually replace human recruiters altogether?
It's possible that some aspects of those roles could be automated, but I really believe that human judgment and empathy will always be essential in hiring decisions.
So it's not necessarily a case of AI versus humans.
Right.
But rather, how can we leverage AI to augment and enhance human capabilities?
Exactly. Imagine using AI to screen resumes and identify top candidates, but then having human recruiters conduct interviews and assess those candidates' soft skills, cultural fit, and overall potential.
So finding that right balance between AI assistance and human expertise.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. But even if AI doesn't completely replace jobs, couldn't it still significantly alter the skills that are needed in the workplace? Like if AI is handling a lot of the routine tasks, what kind of skills will humans need to thrive in this new environment?
That's a really crucial question, and we really need to be thinking about how to adapt our education and training systems to prepare the workforce for this AI-powered future.
Yeah.
It's not just about technical skills,
Okay.
although those are important too, but it's also about cultivating those uniquely human qualities that are difficult for machines to replicate.
Like what?
Creativity, critical thinking, complex problem solving, emotional intelligence, the ability to collaborate effectively and adapt to rapidly changing circumstances.
So we need to double down on our humanity in the face of increasing automation.
Exactly. The skills that will be most valuable in the future are those that leverage our human strengths.
This has been really thought-provoking, but now I'm kind of curious to delve even deeper into the future.
Okay.
What are some of the more, speculative applications of AI in the realm of career predictions and workforce management?
Well, one concept that's particularly intriguing is something called agentic AI.
Agentic AI, what is that?
It's where AI evolves beyond a tool for analysis and prediction and takes on a more active role in decision-making.
So what would that look like?
Imagine AI acting as your personal career agent,
Wow.
helping you navigate your career path, make decisions about job applications, even negotiating salaries on your behalf.
That's pretty radical, but would people actually be comfortable ceding that much control to an algorithm?
Well, that's a valid question, and it raises all sorts of philosophical and ethical considerations about autonomy, trust, and the role of technology in our lives.
And I think that's a perfect place to stop. For now, we'll explore those questions in the final part of our deep dive. Welcome back to our deep dive on AI and career predictions.
It's been a really interesting journey exploring this tech.
Yeah, as we've been discussing all this, I've been struck by how closely intertwined AI and human psychology are becoming.
It is fascinating.
AI is learning to read our faces, analyze our personalities, and even predict our future career paths.
Right.
It's almost like it's developing a deeper understanding of what makes us tick.
Yeah.
And that brings up all kinds of questions about what it means to be human in an age of intelligent machines.
It does.
If AI can tell us what we're good at, what we're passionate about, even what kind of job we should have, does that diminish our sense of agency?
Right.
Does it make us less human?
That's a really profound question, and one that philosophers and ethicists are really grappling with right now.
For sure.
Some argue that AI could free us from the burden of decision-making,
Oh, okay.
allowing us to focus on more meaningful pursuits.
Right.
But others worry that it could lead to a loss of autonomy,
Yeah.
like a sense of being controlled by algorithms.
It's almost like a classic sci-fi dilemma.
It is.
The promise of technology versus the potential threat to our humanity.
Exactly. And like any powerful technology, AI has the potential for both good and bad.
Right.
It really all comes down to how we choose to develop and implement it.
So how do we navigate this complex landscape? How do we embrace the potential benefits of AI without sacrificing our autonomy and our sense of self?
Well, I think it starts with recognizing that AI is a tool, not a master.
Okay.
It's a tool that can provide us with valuable insights and guidance, but it shouldn't dictate our choices.
Right.
Ultimately, we need to trust our own judgment, our own intuition, and our own values when making important decisions about our lives and our careers.
That makes sense. We need to be critical thinkers, questioning assumptions, evaluating evidence, and making choices that align with our own aspirations. But how do we ensure that these AI systems are actually aligned with our values?
Yeah.
How do we prevent them from perpetuating biases or leading us down paths that we wouldn't choose for ourselves?
Well, that's where the concept of responsible AI comes in.
Okay.
It's about designing and implementing AI systems that are transparent, accountable, and fair.
Gotcha.
It's about ensuring that these systems are aligned with human values and that they promote human well-being.
So it's not just about the technical aspects of AI, but also about the ethical considerations.
It's both.
We need to have open and honest conversations about the potential impact of AI on our lives.
Right.
And we need to develop clear guidelines and regulations to ensure that it's used ethically and responsibly.
Absolutely. And that includes educating ourselves about AI so that we can understand how it works and how it might be impacting our lives.
Right.
We need to be informed citizens in this increasingly digital world.
I agree. The more we understand about AI, the better equipped we'll be to navigate its complexities and shape its future in a way that benefits humanity.
Right.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
Yeah, I think so.
We've explored the technical details of facial analysis, the potential benefits and risks of AI in the workplace, and the broader philosophical questions it raises about the future of work and the nature of human agency.
Absolutely.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I'd like to leave our listeners with one final thought to ponder.
Okay.
If AI could accurately predict your ideal career path, would you embrace its guidance? Or would you forge your own path, even if it meant taking a less predictable route?
That's a really great question to think about.
Yeah, and we want to thank you for joining us for this incredible journey.
It's been fun.
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep shaping the future.
Until next time.